what factors typically influence the cardinals' decisions when electing a new pope, and how might these factors have played a role in this election, sir?
Of course, I would like to welcome you and the dear viewers. A political world situation now necessitates choosing a pope who's well aware of the entire world events and developments, and that's why these conditions apply, or these situations apply to the Secretary General of the Vatican, or the Secretary of the Vatican, Father Pietro Parolin, or Cardinal Pietro Parolin, or the Matron of Jerusalem, Pizzaballa, who gave as well to Pope Francisco that he will take over after his passing. And consequently, the votes or the expectations are limited to these two: Pietro Parolin, the Secretary General of Vatican, and Pizzaballa, Matron of Jerusalem, who was in the Vatican for 30 years, in Jerusalem, pardon, and he was well aware of the Middle East situation, where now the world now is witnessing a lot of difficult conditions, like the Third World War, which was warned by Pope Francis when he assumed office in 2013, and the world is seeing this the expected war, which was warned by Pope Francis since he took place in 2013 till his passing. Pope Francis also always communicated with the Gaza, and that's why the expectations are going for him, or Cardinal Pedro Parolin. Cardinal Pedro has the better luck because he entered these elections with around 50 votes from 89 votes that he should have had. That's why he had a better luck to win the elections, and that's why I expect him to be announced as the new pope during the coming few minutes. Till the oldest Vatican cardinal,
Sir Cardinal Robert Prevost is elected as the new Pope of the Vatican. And of course, sir, it's worth to mention that he is seen overall as a centrist on some key social issues. He's viewed as progressive, and he has long embraced marginalized groups, a lot like Pope Francis, who passed away, who championed migrants and the poor. Sir, can you discuss any specific challenges Cardinal Prevost might face as he steps into the role of Pope, especially in today's rapidly changing world?
Actually, the situation in the Middle East, the war in Ukraine, the war in Gaza in particular, and the immigrants around the world, and the policies being adopted by far-right parties around the world against migrants. These are the situations that the new Pope will have to deal with. The African problems, starvations and famines around the globe, and the ongoing tensions between Pakistan and India, and also in Europe and in other states. There are hotbeds for conflicts and wars that the new Pope should tackle, and he shall also endeavor to prevail peace in these areas, and therefore these situations around the globe should be dealt with as soon as possible, so that the world is not exposed to a new nuclear war. The biggest challenge for the Pope regarding what is happening, or the marginalized and the most vulnerable groups around the world will be addressed by the church once again, as called for by Pope Francis, and studying the cases of children who were exposed to different violations. There was a press conference in the foreign media regarding these situations, and 3,000 children in Italy were exposed to violations in Italy,